They tried to keep it hidden. But the blood, the tears, the silence behind the cameras, it all leaked. And what we've seen from The Chosen Season 6 isn't just shocking, it's unforgettable. This isn't storytelling anymore. This is a spiritual storm captured in raw, unfiltered detail. And now, the internet can't stop talking about the crucifixion scene that has shaken even the cast to their core. The silence was supposed to protect it. A vow of secrecy on set, non-disclosure agreements, private filming in remote hills of Italy. And still, someone broke through. Leaked photos and videos have poured across social media, showing what fans were never supposed to see so early: Jesus, bloodied, bruised, and standing beneath the towering cross. And just like that, The Chosen. Season 6 transformed from a highly anticipated installment into something far more personal, an emotional reckoning. Jonathan Rumi, the actor who has carried the weight of portraying Jesus since Season 1, is now seen in one photo. His arms outstretched, blood smeared across his back, his face weary and raw. Not just acting, not just performance. His eyes are closed as if bracing for something deeper. Around him, Roman soldiers prepare, extras freeze in silent reverence, and the haunting stillness of the scene lingers even in blurry footage. It's not the gore that unsettles, it's the emotion, the weight, the unbearable sorrow etched into every frame. And then there's the cross. Wooden, crude, real. Not a cleaned-up version made for camera comfort, but heavy, splintered, and stained, soaked in layers of thick, dark blood. Fans noticed something chilling. The blood wasn't symbolic. It soaked through robes. It pooled on stone. It painted the frame of the scene with an unflinching honesty. Viewers online said their stomachs turned, not out of disgust, but because it felt too real. This wasn't just a visual, it was a confrontation with suffering. Behind the scenes, the emotional toll has become impossible to hide. Reports say actors wept after filming. One extra reportedly fainted during a particularly intense sequence. Dallas Jenkins, the show's director, has been seen embracing cast members after scenes. Silent, heavy hugs that said everything words couldn't. Some crew members have stopped speaking between takes, choosing instead to sit in silence, eyes wet, hearts overwhelmed. What started as a production is now something sacred, something living and breathing. But the crucifixion isn't the only thing rising. A legal battle brews just beneath the surface. While these powerful scenes are being captured with heart-wrenching sincerity, The Chosen is also locked in a bitter conflict with its former partner, Angel Studios. A courtroom war with years of history, money, and ownership in the balance. And while the actors bleed on screen, lawyers prepare to battle off it. The tension is almost poetic. As Jesus suffers in the story, the people bringing his story to life suffer their own burden. Still, through the chaos, the leaks have given fans something else. A glimpse of just how serious The Chosen is about truth. Not filtered truth, not safe, sanitized storytelling, but the gritty, painful, soul-shaking reality of what the crucifixion really meant. A cost, a burden, a breaking point. And yet, we've only seen fragments. As more leaked photos surface, the crucifixion scene from The Chosen Season 6 is no longer just a scene. It's an emotional explosion. One image in particular has haunted fans worldwide. Jonathan Rumi standing near the cross, arms slightly open, eyes closed, blood painted down his arms and chest, his head bowed as if he's already nailed in place. It doesn't look like acting anymore. It looks like surrender. His silence, the tension in his body, the way the other actors stand back and simply watch. It's all too human, too heartbreaking to ignore. And what's striking is how deeply these moments are affecting not just the cast, but the entire crew. Even the people who aren't in front of the camera are being changed. The makeup team has described how difficult it's become to apply the blood and bruises. Not because of the technical challenge, but because each time they do, they know they're preparing someone to suffer. Lighting technicians have been seen wiping away tears after takes. Sound crews have stopped recording in moments of silence. Not for technical reasons, but out of respect. Because what's happening isn't performance, it's a shared emotional journey. Dallas Jenkins, the heart and mind behind this series, now walks the set with a weight in his eyes. Those who've worked closely with him during this shoot say he barely speaks some days. He just watches. And when the scenes are over, he embraces his cast quietly, sometimes with tears in his own eyes. This isn't directing anymore, it's grieving. The crucifixion isn't just part of the story for Dallas, it's the center of everything. And this time, he's not just guiding the scene, he's living it. But the spiritual and emotional weight of season 6 doesn't stop there. Many cast members have posted cryptic messages, later deleted, saying they couldn't sleep after filming certain scenes, that the screams, the pain, the blood stayed with them long after the camera stopped rolling. It blurred the line between acting and real sorrow. Some fans have described the images as soul-shaking, saying they had to pause and pray after seeing them. These aren't just reactions. They're proof of the depth this season is diving into. Even more powerful is what's not shown in the leaks. Jesus is often just out of frame, blurred, shadowed, as if the team is still holding back the final emotional punch. But we do see Mary Magdalene, her face twisted in grief, her hands trembling. We see John, his body stiff with shock. And we see a returning character that no one expected, Claudia, Pontius Pilate's wife. Why is she there? What does her presence mean? Is she watching with guilt, or regret, or fear? It's these small choices that make The Chosen so powerful. They don't just tell the story, they explore its emotional cracks. At the same time, a courtroom battle continues behind the scenes, threatening to cast a shadow over the show's most emotional moment. Angel Studios, once the platform that helped launch The Chosen, is still fighting to reclaim rights they've already lost in court. Dallas and his team now have full creative control, and that freedom is visible in every frame. The crucifixion is being portrayed without filters, without fear, and while the legal drama plays out in the background, the show's creators are pouring their hearts into every second of what's being filmed. Fans are taking sides, not for the studios, not for the business, but for the people, for the story, for the mission. They're standing with The Chosen, supporting the cast and crew, defending them online, and preparing their hearts for what's to come. Because even from these blurry, raw, painful leaks, it's clear, this season is different. This season is sacred. This season is going to hurt. And maybe it should, because The Chosen isn't just here to entertain. It's here to make us feel, to remember, to break down the walls we've built between history and emotion. It's not just about Jesus dying on a cross. It's about how that death shattered everyone who loved him. It's about the grief, the loss, and yes, the hope that follows. But before the hope comes the pain. And season 6 is holding nothing back. So, as we look at these leaked images, blood on stone, tears on faces, silence between takes, we begin to understand the truth. The Chosen isn't just retelling the gospel. It's making us stand at the foot of the cross and feel it. So now we're left with a question, not what is coming, but are we ready for it? These leaked images, these quiet tears behind the camera, they're not just glimpses into a TV show. They're reflections of something much deeper, something that's shaking the people making it and the people watching it. The Chosen Season 6 isn't just about the crucifixion. It's about what that moment did to every soul that stood near that cross. And now, it's coming for us. We've watched Jesus heal. We've watched him teach, love, forgive. But now we have to watch him suffer. And it won't be clean. It won't be soft. It will be brutal. It will be real. And it will break something inside all of us. Maybe that's the point. Maybe this season is meant to break us, so we can feel what they felt. The sorrow, the silence, the weight of love being torn apart. But even in that darkness, there's something powerful. Because what we're seeing isn't just pain, it's devotion. From the actors, the crew, the director, everyone is carrying this story like a cross of their own. And every drop of fake blood, every exhausted glance, every prayer whispered between takes. It's proof that The Chosen is more than just a show. It's a sacrifice. And as the cross rises on that quiet Italian hill, something sacred is being born. So prepare yourself, not just to watch, but to feel. Because this season won't leave you the same. It's not just the end of a story. It's the moment everything begins.